All right, we're back as promised with Frank Vairo. He's the owner of Nook Kitchen. There's one downtown. There's also one in Arcadia. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
And you're one of dozens of restaurants that open for business, dine-in business, after Governor Ducey relaxed the restrictions on restaurants. What are the pluses and minuses, I guess? I mean, we talked to one chef owner earlier on, the guy who owns Craft 64, and he says like a lot of restaurateurs feel like their back's against the wall. They need to reopen.
Right. I don't know if I'm really finding the pluses in reopening, to be honest, although I am reopened. It's very difficult. You know, your landlords hear that you're allowed to open now, so they want rent, which some of my landlords are working with me, others are not. And when they hear you're open, they want full rent at that. So you're kind of backed into a corner. It's like if you don't open, you're not going to make any money. But if you do open, how busy are you going to be?
Right.
And the fact that a lot of people are saying open, 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 but are they showing up? I don't know. They might say that. I don't know if they're confident or comfortable to come in.
Right. And if you do any kind of distancing, I mean, you're not going to have a full capacity the way you're used to it, right?
Correct. I think we have 114 seats at the Arcadia location, and I think we're going to have like 40-ish available. And downtown we have 94, and we have like 38. So it's very difficult. I mean, you can't pay your rent, let alone of a staff. And if you have investors still and to pay yourself, it's nearly impossible.
Right. And you also own a couple of bars in town. The Bar, which is in Arcadia-ish, Arcadia Light, 32nd and Indian School. And you were saying that you think the bars might recover quicker or have an easier time kind of getting back to the old model than your restaurants.
Correct. It's just my opinion. And we opened the bars back on Monday because if you have food, you are able to open as long as you have social distancing and you maintain what the CDC and the governor is asking. So the bars, I mean, Monday was an incredible night. But you still need to keep in mind you're keeping distancing and upholding everything. But it seems like the people that want to go out and drink, lack of better terms, they don't seem to care as much. Plain English, they just want to come out, have a drink, feel normal, hang out with one another, even
Right.
if it is 6 feet apart or if they're in as a group. Whereas dining seems a little bit more intimate and a little bit more difficult for somebody to process, sit down, enjoy their dinner, be served by somebody, food, and you're eating it. So I don't know. Restaurant seems a little bit more intimidating for people.
That's an interesting point. Of course, if you're going out to drink, you're drinking to forget sometimes.
Right. And dive bars seem to be, seem to pass the test of time because they're good in good times and good in bad times.
Right.
So.
Well, Leah, you have any questions for Frank?
I just think, what if you have to bounce people out of the bar for getting too close to each other? Like, what strange times we live in that could be an offense.
It's definitely, I mean, some people, and when alcohol gets involved, everything can change
Right.
quickly.
Right.
So our doormen are definitely coached up on that, and they know protocol. And if that were to happen, we will first try and, discuss it. But if it had to happen, we would ask the guests to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So people are allowed to ask for distance. It's like, hey, can you,
Step off,
give me a
man.
couple feet here?
Yeah, it's pretty understood. I mean, we have sanitizers and signs everywhere throughout the bars. It's the new times, the new normal, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, we love your restaurants. Again, you have a Nook downtown in that great old building with the hotel. What's it called again? The
Hilton Garden Inn in downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, and you have that wonderful patio overlooking the street there, and in that great spot on Indian School too, and 36th.
It used to be. We moved the location about 8 months ago to 42nd Street in Indian School, across from Little Woody.
Oh, right. Okay, so you're
Bigger space.
you're closer to Dilly Dally, your other bar.
Well, we used to be next to Dilly Dally on 36th Street, where Dilly Dally is.
Okay.
But now we're on 42nd. I mean, it's a rock throw away.
Right.
It's,
Well, thank
it's
you
all
again.
close.
Thanks for
Absolutely.
showing up and talking with us. And, you know, let's revisit with you and see how this week goes. We're, you know, we're pulling for you guys.
All right. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.